Hey guys, today we have this 2011 Mini Cooper. It's a two-door, and customer came here and said it's very rough, idle, and when you're driving, it's very shaky. So let's go ahead and just verify that one real quick. We'll see what's going on. So you can see what it looked like. Let's go ahead and start the car. Okay. Very sputtery. Check engine light is on. As you can see, that's blinking. Most likely, when it's blinking, that one is misfire for every car. So let me go open the hood, or pop the hood. See how shaky that is? That's very shaky. So let's go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna pull my scan tool and see what's the codes. Pull it. Alright, let's start. Alright, we're back in the car. I made sure the car is on. If it's off, that's what it looked like. And then I'm just gonna press it one. Let me see. That's off. Press one. There's another press. Second one. That's what you want. Turn on like that way. So we're gonna use this X-Tool D8 that we have. Let's go ahead and auto scan and see what we can have with the codes. Very glary here. So it's reading. Let's move this. There you go. Press OK. Let's move it somewhere that we can see it better. There you go. So it's scanning right now. Let's go to automatic scan. This is pretty quick, as you can see. It's reading all this. We got a DME here. 10. Let's go read trouble codes. As you can see, there's a misfire 1, 2, and 3. So we're gonna check all that. We're gonna check that misfires here. Go back. So we know there's a misfire. It does tell us, but I want to see the live data. So let's go to live data. And here there's an ignition misfire identification. Let's go there. And this is 4-cylinder. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start the car and see what's the misfire we have. Here you can see there's a misfire 1 and 3. I'm not even revving the car, just idling. Let me rev it. So 1 and 3 is misfiring. So all we're gonna do is, let's go turn it off. Let's turn off the car. That's off. Okay. So we have a misfire. Confirm 1 and 3. So first what we're gonna do, let's go check. I can smell it here. Let's go ahead and check our ignition. Let's check our spark plug. Let's check our ignition coil. This came here before, have a misfire. The number 4, we replaced it already. You can see it's gonna be different here. So we're gonna open this up. This have a torque here. So I'm gonna open this up and we'll see what we have there. All right, so let's go ahead and open this cover here. That one is a torque T30. To get these two. So go ahead. Remove these and see what do we have. Let's go ahead. See. Should come out pretty easy. Sometimes. Make sure you don't force it up. Let me see if this is in the way. Yep. Gotta remove this plug first. Oh, there you go. So leave it there. So let's go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead unplug this 4. I know this is brand new here. So the 4 one, that's why I'm not gonna check it. This is a different one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is not misfiring, it's 1 and 3. We're gonna check 1 and 3. What does it look like first? And this is OEM here, this 3 here. So let's check this 2. Move that. Just gonna pop that up. And remove this one. Let's see. Okay, let me try to remove that one. Using my 2 hands. Let's see. Okay, that's out. And 1. Okay. Let me see. Okay. 1 here. Looks okay. That looks okay here. And this one it's a little wet, but it doesn't look too bad. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna switch it up. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 3 is misfiring. So what we're gonna do, let's switch it up. What I'm gonna do, 3 and 4, I'm gonna switch it to 4. So we know 2 and 4 is doing good. Come on, that's not easy to pull. So I'm gonna remove the 2 first. There you go, 2, pretty good too. So I'm gonna switch 1, 2, move to 1, and 1 move to 2. Let's put that in. I'm gonna move number 4. Come on, it's tough, really tough. Let's see if I can pull it again. Hey. Oh man, that is tough. So I can pull it out. I'm gonna use this one. Hopefully I won't break this plastic. There you go, it pulled out. That's pretty good. This is brand new. We know that that's brand new. And something stuck in there. See that? Something stuck there. So make sure you pull that out. Let's get along those parts. Okay. This one I don't recommend this Coil Packs here. This is not Bosch. I don't know what brand is this, but customer bought it here before and I installed it. It was an emergency one time, so something left inside. Sure. I can get it out. You don't want it. Come on. There you go. See that? This one's stuck there. You gotta be careful. Anyway, we can use that. So 4 will go to the 3. Then 3 goes to the 4. And then we're gonna start the car again. And we're gonna check the live data. And what we'll see. Make sure you push all the way in. See that? Make sure you push all the way in. Alright. Now we're gonna go inside the car and check what would be. We're gonna start the car. Let's clean this up here and see what would happen. So we will switch it up. What we did, 1 and 2 switch, 2 and 3 switch. We have misfire 1 and 3. If the misfire 1 goes to 2 and the 3 goes to 4, that means the Coil Pack is bad. So we transfer it. So that's a quick diagnose what we're gonna do. So we're gonna start the car. There you go. There you go. See that? 2 misfire move. The misfire move. It used to be 1 and 3. Now it's 2 and 4. So those Coil Packs are bad. So we're gonna replace those Coil Packs. Let's turn it off. Let's turn it off. As you can see, it's obvious. So we're gonna replace those coil packs. They're bad. So the misfire was in 1 and 3. Now we moved them here to 2 and 4. Now it's still a misfire. So the coil packs are bad. We're gonna replace that. We do have a coil packs for that already. This time we have the OEM Bosch coil packs. And no, there's an oil leak here. We gotta check. Now we're gonna let's remove the spark plugs, what it look like. We're gonna check the spark plugs, okay? Let me remove these and pull the spark plugs out. All right, so open these up again. 2 and 4 is bad. I'm gonna go ahead separate this so we don't get mixed up. Those are bad coils. These are the good one. I'm gonna leave it on top here. These are the good coils. Then let's remove the spark plugs, which it takes a 14 millimeter skinny. This is a skinny one. You don't need a skinny one, I think. But I do have a skinny socket, 12 points. So let's go ahead and remove all these 4 and I'll see what it look like. Let me remove it, okay? All right, let's go ahead. Start with a good one here. Supposedly a good one. Number 4. Go remove this. And this is pretty dark. That's pretty wet. That is wet. It's not misfiring, but it's pretty wet. And let's go to number 3. Okay, it's not too bad. Not too bad, but it's kind of wet, but it's not too bad. It's pretty clean. So we're going to number 2 right now. Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. So you can see that's a bad spark plug, and so you can see it right here is pretty burnt here too. And number 1, let's check number 1. All right, look at that number 1. That is wet. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that oil. That's a wet spark plug. So what does it tell you guys? What does it tell us? That means that causes the misfire too. Look underneath. Yeah, it's wet. That means there's an oil leaking. So that means we need to replace the valve cover gasket. And might as well replace all the spark plugs. So we got a new good sparks in there. Valve cover gasket need to be replaced. We already have those parts. So we have coil packs here, ignition coil, and we're using spark plugs. Of course, the best one, Bosch, is the OEM for that, and also the valve cover gaskets. It comes with the gasket in the middle for the spark plugs right there. So let's go ahead, do all that. I'm gonna go ahead, put in try to clean this up, put the new spark plugs so we don't drop anything here. Let's put the spark plug first, the new spark plugs. You know, we can remove that easily. And now let's go ahead, tear down this so we can remove the valve cover gasket. Okay, before I do the valve cover gasket, like what I said, I'm gonna put the new spark plug first in each one of them. I clean them with a rag. Put the rag there and clean the inside. And of course, I'm gonna put some grease here in the thread and install this back so I don't forget it and we don't drop anything in there. Okay, so I have the new spark plugs inside. I didn't have to show you that because you know how to put that in. It's the same as removing it. By the way, these spark plugs are pre-gap already. It's on their specs before you bought it, so that's good. Everything is like that. All right, then next what we're gonna do is, let's get this a little bit closer. We're gonna remove this stuff on top so we can go ahead and do the valve cover gasket. Okay, the first thing I'd like to do here is remove this harness here. So you can see they're just clip-ons right here. You can just use a flat screw and lift that up. Let me start with this one here. And don't crack the valve cover. That's plastic as well. As you can see, there's another one here. Pry it up and it should come out. Sometimes it's hard, but it should come out pretty easy. There you go. That's it. That was out. Then this one has a ground wire here. Let me see, I think that's an 8. Let's get it out real quick. And this one has another one here. Let me get this out first. Before I get there, oh, that's out. Let me get this, I think that's an 8. Okay, yeah, this is an 8. This ground wire here is 8. Let's go ahead and remove that one. Make sure you don't break it. It's coming out together, so I'm gonna get a 10 to hold it. The other side of the nut is 10. Okay, hold that one. There you go, that's out. We gotta put this in the side. We're gonna use that later. Of course, we're gonna put this back again, but once this is removed, we're gonna get a magnet. There you go. So we don't lose this stuff. The next one that we're going to remove is this sensor here. Let's go ahead, lift this up here and pull it. There you go. That comes out. Same thing as this one here. See? Lift it up. Be gentle, and that's gonna come out. There you go. Or you can remove the whole, this 8mm here too on top. You can unbolt that, but I just like to remove that. And this one is another one wire in the back, another clip. So you can see right here. Let's go ahead and remove that. So I'm just checking the obvious here, one at a time. Let's see. Okay. There you go. That thing is out. And this one need to remove as well. Look like that's the intake. Size 10 right here. Let's see. That need to be out. Out. Let me see how we're gonna remove these. It looks like there's a torque here and that need to be removed. I will remove these torque here. Show you. I'll remove that. Not sure what size is that. Might be the same as this one or a little smaller. No, that's not it. Maybe T25. Might be a T25. See, my place is a mess. I don't clean up. Should be cleaning up. We got a T. There you go. Let's see what we have here. Okay. I think. Yeah, this is good. This is a T20. Those are T20. So we're gonna remove these so we have more room. And then remove that so we have more room here, and then we continue. Okay, so we have this loose. There's 4 of them of T20. That's what it is there. I'm not gonna move the whole thing. Might not. As long as loose right here, I'm not gonna disconnect it here. I could. You can disconnect it here so you fully remove it. You know what? Let's do that. So we don't have to worry holding it. This one should be another clip here. Let's see if we can remove this sensor here. Does that look like another clip? I think what we're gonna do is remove this here, the flat screw there. A size 8, I believe this one here. I'm just gonna loose that one. And that should come out. There you go. Yeah. There you go. There you go. So we have pretty good distance here. Because these wires here need to come out. That wires need to disconnect as well. See if I can show you how to remove that. So bad. Stay there. This one here, they're attached to the valve cover as well. So I'll make sure that remove them. That, another one here and one here. So let's go remove that so all the wires will be free. Okay, so once all the wires is disconnected, and this one is a little bit tight in there, but the valve cover should come out there. This hose here need to come out. Just gonna press that here. Let me see. There's a trick for this one. Very tricky. You don't want to break it because it gets really brittle. And replacing that, you need to go underneath all these manifolds here. So I'll need to get see this little hook pin. I'm just gonna lift this up. Supposed to press this and the other side, but I'm just gonna lift this side and the bottom so it will come out. See that? And then there's another side here. Let's see if I can reach it. Supposed to press it. This one. See, one's out. You don't want to break this one. Let's see if I can get underneath. Okay. There you go. That's it. I'm gonna be very careful with these. You don't want to replace this one. There you go. See that? That came out. So what I did, this spot here and this side here, supposed to press it here. This is brittle. You see, there's no flex when I press it. But I hooked this one out and this one for the catching from here, and that is out. So I'm gonna leave it there. Not even gonna move it too much, so I don't want to break it. Then we're gonna go ahead, remove all the 10mm bolts all around. I think these are all 10. Here, all around here, 10mm bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're gonna remove all that, and then the last two in the middle. Then we can pull this valve cover out. Okay, so once we have all the outside bolt perimeter bolts out, we're gonna get this 1, 2 here. The 10mm as well. Go ahead and remove that. Make sure these are the last one you're gonna remove. You don't want to warp your valve cover. That's out. Try to get that out. Let's see. And double check. You might be missing some bolts too. So we got one here, middle, and 1, 2 in the middle. Those two. Make sure I get that too. Then let's see if we can pry this. Prying it is tough because it's plastic. You don't want to break it, so you got to be gentle. Find a spot to pry it. Make sure you're just prying it gently. And I found the spot here where you see this Cashapp. It says recommended Cashapp. So I'm just gonna see that. Tip that slowly, very gently, trying to separate them. If it doesn't give, that means you have another bolt left. So look around. I think I got everything. So it's moving, and then you gotta help it lift it up yourself too. Be very careful with this. You don't want to crack this. Try to get this side. There you go. Just opening it up. That's pretty good. Slowly. I think it's out. So let's check it out. Slowly. See that? Not forcing it. There you go. That's it. That thing is out. So because this is a little bit tight on this side, you got little wires here, so I'm gonna lift on my left hand a little bit and slowly remove it. Okay. Go, be gentle. Make sure you see where you're going at. There you go. Front is up. See. Make sure there's no wires catching. Okay. That's it. So that is out. So I'm gonna slide this wire to the top out so I can fully free the whole valve cover. That's it. Slowly. That's it. I am out. Okay. That's our valve covers. This might be brittle, but what we know for sure is bad is these here. That rubber gasket there in the middle, those are brittle. Pretty sure. Alright, let's investigate that a little bit. And this one here, make sure we're gonna clean all this. Make sure we didn't get anything inside that could cause damage. Check everything. We're gonna clean this, make sure everything is dry. Okay, what I like to do is check the new gasket, what came with it. So I'm gonna open my new gasket. This came with one big valve cover gasket, and we got grommets for the spark coil packs there. That's new, and this little 2-1 O-ring here in the middle. See this right here? It doesn't look like that has been replaced. This one, you're gonna remove that one. That's need a new one, same as this one. See, and this one, the one is leaking here. That's the one causing us a leak inside the spark plugs. So we're gonna remove all that and clean these, make a brake clean, and go ahead and clean this first so it will dry, and we're gonna clean that up. Okay, I just cleaned this valve cover. It's pretty dry. I use a brake cleaner. I'm gonna let it air dry first before I put it back on. The next thing I'm going to do is clean the top of the head, which is here. I'm gonna wipe them out, clean them all around here, same as this one, and also this side here. I'm gonna wipe them all, brake clean too with a rag. All right, guys, so you can see everything is clean. Outside are clean, no dirt, no grease. Same here. This is where the oil leaks for the ignition coil or the spark plug. Make sure those are clean and dry. Let's go ahead and grab our valve cover. We already put a new gasket on it. There you go. Make sure everything is lined up flat, and a couple notch here, you know it's perfect. The notch here, this corner, make sure it's good, flat. Same another notch here. All right, and when you do this, flip it over, it shouldn't drop nothing. So let's go ahead. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and put it in. I'm gonna be gentle for this one. Let's go ahead, set up the camera if you can see it. You can see it better. All right, now time to put it in. Flip it over. Make sure you get the right side. I'm gonna hold it by right here by the oil cap. I removed the oil cap. Make sure all the wires is out of the way. I'm gonna start with the top corner here. Just need to go in first. So make sure it goes in. Okay. I think I need to push this like this side. There you go. Make sure make sure all your gasket didn't fall. So have this. Now we're gonna push it down just a bit. The wires on the back, what's in the way, there you go. That's it. Fits in. Double check your work. Make sure it's aligned. Okay. Make sure everything's aligned. Nothing is pinched. Wires are not pinched back here. That's good. Same as here. Same as down here. Okay. When you think everything is good, what we're gonna do is put the first two bolts at the center. Those are the first two that we need to put in. You're gonna snug tight it. Not very tight, but snug it. I'm gonna have one here. I'll drop it there. So I'm gonna get these two first, then the rest are the outside. All right, so we got the bolts in. We're gonna go ahead and torque them. And this one need to be torqued to 7.3 foot-pounds. I'm doing 7.5. I don't know, I just like it. So I'm gonna go ahead over here. Start with the center ones. So it doesn't take much to torque this, but still want to make sure that it's torqued down properly. So I'm gonna do all this all around. I'm gonna start with the middle, then the end here, these two ends, and then the middle from the outside, crisscross going towards out. But after I torque it, just go ahead and put all the wires back in. All right, guys, Those are torqued down. We're pretty much done here. So we're just gonna go ahead and put everything back in. So this one will go back in. This hose here, make sure it's clicked like that. Everything that we removed from the back. This clip, the wires. There you go, make sure it's clicked in. Same as this one. And we got another one here. On the side. Make sure that clicks. And then this sensor connectors here. Go. Another one here. That's good. Don't forget this ground wire here. We have that connector there. I think that's 8. It's 8. There's another one here. Side. Make sure that's good. Double check it. And we're gonna go ahead. Once we have that done, let's go ahead and put this back in, this air filter. Let's install that. Let's just go here. And there you go. And that one is T20. Let's go ahead. Install that. Make sure that forget this one. Once you put this, all right. So we got everything put in. This is hooked to, tight that one. Everything's good. Double check your work. The last thing we're gonna put is the new Coil Packs. This is the Bosch brand. These are the good brands. I'm gonna put them the 1 and 2 first, and the second one. It's just me. This 2 here. I'm gonna put that here. Make sure it clicks. Make sure you got it properly in. Second one. Make sure it's properly in. This one clicks too. There you go. And then this 2, old one that we have. This is the original. So this is kind of new, but it's not really good. It's a good one. I'm gonna put the OEM old one here on the third one. Then this is the new one, but this is aftermarket brand. Put a number 4. This was replaced maybe like a month ago, so if something go bad here, it's probably the third one because it's old, and the fourth one is like the aftermarket one. So that's all good. What we're gonna do is clean up here before. Got one more here, see that? Forget that one. We're gonna double check our work first before we keep going. That's closed. I'm not gonna close the cover yet because I want to test it. How does it drive? So what we're gonna do, let's go ahead, just double check the work. Everything good. Wires good. Okay. It's good. Alright. Alright. So what we're gonna do, let's start the car. We'll see what we get in here. Alright. Neutral. Look at that, guys. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. What we're gonna do is check. Let's go to auto scan. Now let's check the car. If there's still, the engine light needs to be removed. But we're gonna go ahead, see the live data. If we're seeing any misfire still, then we're gonna delete everything. All right. Let me put this in on position first. There you go, on position. So we can go ahead. We're not gonna scan it. Let's go to system and drive. There you go, engine system, DME. And let's go to live data. Let's go ignition fire identification. Let's go ahead and start the car. Alright, you see any misfire? Number one. Did have one, but that's it. That thing's pretty good. Sounds really good too. So what we're gonna do is stop the car, turn it on. Just turn it on. One more, there you go. And then let's go back, clear everything. One more misfire. What we're gonna do is go back, read trouble codes. Let's go read trouble codes here. This is the old codes that we have. We're gonna clear this one. Clear trouble codes. Everything's clear. Let's see if it's still there. Okay, engine light is off. See that, guys? No more engine light. Everything is good. Everything is clear. Turn off the car again. Or read the whole thing. What I'm gonna do is automatic scan and read the whole system if everything's good. Okay, we got one more DME here. Let's diagnose this one. Read trouble codes. Engine ventilation heating. So we get that's going to be another problem. We figure that out. We'll see if we can clear that one. Right. Then that's all clear. Let's go start the car. Check if it's shaking still. Not sure if it's still shaking. Should fix the problem. There you go, guys. No more misfire. It's not shaking. Alright, our job is done here, guys. So the problem of the shaking is a misfiring. So I'm gonna turn off the car. Everything is good, everything's done. So we replaced all spark plugs, we replaced 2 coil packs, and we did a valve cover gasket because the oil is seeping to the ignition coil, to the coil packs, to the spark plugs. So there you go, guys. Hope you like this video. Alright, guys, I hope you like this video. I hope it helped you diagnose your car problem related to this shaking problem with the Mini Cooper. And don't forget to like and subscribe, share it, post a comment, guys. Let me know where you guys coming from, what country or state are you watching. And if you like this video, just comment down. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Till next time, peace.